Episode 105. 106. 106. Your Mother May Know the podcast. We're live on Twitch and YouTube and here.
Hello, everyone.
Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. Now, I just noticed, probably 15 minutes ago, that Wendy Wu and yourself have something in common. You're both the star of a short film. You decided to listen to vinyl
In a new, strange
YouTube.
place.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry, I haven't seen it yet. I can't comment on it.
That's okay.
But it looks like you're in a creek.
Yes, I am.
It's pretty
That's a
wild.
strange place to listen to a record, is it not? Yes.
Yeah, it's
The
strange.
answer is yes.
Did you film it recently?
Yeah, I filmed it today.
Oh, today?
Mm-hmm. It was pouring down rain. You'll see that in the video when you watch it.
Yeah, like it was a pretty nice day today, and then all of a sudden it wasn't.
Yeah, I thought today was going to be the perfect day, and right when I was heading out to do what I wanted to do, it's pouring rain, but I was already out there, so I made it work. It probably worked out for the best, actually, because there was a lot of people around. As it is, with like it pouring down rain, I imagine if it was less rain, even more people would be around, which makes for an awkward situation.
Right. You take the day off for this, or?
No, just took me like half an hour after work.
Well, you slapped it. You did the whole editing thing and slapped it on YouTube, and
yeah, there's a really good app for editing like videos you take on your phone. It's quite comprehensive and free, and so I just bing bang boom. If you upload YouTube videos on your phone, it takes hardly any time at all.
Wow. What's the app called?
Splice.
Episode 106. Sponsored by Splice.
Splice. Yes, please. I love your app. If you'd like to sponsor us, we have a slot open. We're available. So, just putting that out there.
Splice, wow. Much like the movie, we watched Wendy Wu. She was splicing and dicing.
Mm-hmm.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was not too bad. Saturday, I went to my parents for Thanksgiving. And Sunday, I was supposed to go to Mackenzie's parents, but I was sick. So I was sick Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Just got back to work today. Just a bit of a cold. Didn't want to spread it around. So, yeah. Other than that, it was good having some days off or whatever. How about you? How was your travels?
Oh, it sucked. You hear that, Mom? I hated it. Had a terrible time.
Oh, wow.
We went Saturday to Chilliwack, British Columbia, and we had a turkey dinner with the family.
Mm-hmm.
We picked our Secret Santa names, so we all know who we're getting for Secret Santa this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 months in advance. That's the Thanksgiving tradition.
Plenty of time.
And then we went to Surrey, South Surrey, for dinner 2 on Sunday, which was ham. And then we came back. And now it's Wednesday.
Now it's Wednesday.
Now we don't have to leave the house until Christmas.
Thank goodness. You might have to a little bit for like mail and stuff and work. But just tossing that out there. It's a possibility.
This election is killing me as a letter carrier.
Mm-hmm. I was going to ask about if you had gotten a lot of like mail-in packages.
You know the card you got that said, "Hey, this is where you can vote."
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes to every single person.
Yeah, I didn't actually get one.
Well, Megan only got hers yesterday, so
maybe mine was just late.
There's like a shortage of mail workers.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a few routes, anyways, that aren't being delivered at the moment. I'm only one man, so if you
Yes, you
live
are.
like I don't deliver in your area, so I can't speak for what's happening on that side.
Hmm.
But it's probably a shortage of people as well. So
Well, there's good news. You don't actually
yeah,
need that card to vote.
no.
So I already voted. Piece of cake. And the day that I went, there was like no line. It took me 5 minutes.
So after all that, you didn't even mail it in.
No, I requested the mail-in one, and it just never came in time.
Oh wait,
Like,
you requested it on Friday?
no, I requested it like a month, not a month ago, weeks ago,
And it never came.
and it never came.
It's a mating call.
Yes. Hey, Bull,
Just give him
can
some
we
space.
not? He's struggling. That's okay. I think he's done now.
Hmm. Um, well, that's not good because mine probably came within a week of me requesting it.
Yeah, I even got an email being like, yeah, it's been sent out. I'm like, oh, excellent.
Right.
Never got it.
Do you think you maybe put a wrong address, or
No, I didn't.
surely it's
But
not our fault?
no, I'm sure it didn't get lost or delivered to the wrong place or anything like that.
Hmm.
But
Well,
that's okay because I was able to vote anyway.
that's good. We're not going to talk about it. Who you voted for, who I voted for. Politics is not. This podcast is not the place for politics.
Nope, absolutely not. Vote for whoever you feel.
Yeah. Did you? I voted. I sent in my. Well, actually, I did the mail-in, so I voted, and then I left it on my counter until yesterday when I mailed it. But then after I voted, like after I filled it out and licked it and wrapped it up,
Yeah,
um, then I looked at the um, the platforms of all the candidates.
good.
So it was an uneducated vote, but I was happy. Still happy.
Ended up being the right thing after all.
I'm not mad at it.
Okay. Well, I think that's sort of a new way to do it. I applaud you're willing to try something different. So that's good.
Yeah. Um, People listen to One Direction.
I know of One Direction. I did hear the news a few hours ago.
One of them died,
Yeah, fell off a balcony in Argentina apparently,
or was pushed.
or was pushed. The jury's still out on that one because it just happened a few hours ago.
Yeah. And I'm trying to go through like other dead people recently. Anybody else die that we should talk about?
Maggie Smith died.
Yeah. Maggie Smith died.
Um, that's who I can think of at the moment.
I'll Google dead people recently.
That's good. That's a normal thing to Google.
Oh, Chris. Did we talk about Chris Christopherson?
I don't think so.
He died.
Too
We talked about
early.
James Earl Jones. Michael
Yes.
Jackson's brother died.
Mm-hmm. This is the podcast you go to get your dead celebrity news.
They buried Richard Simmons in his workout gear.
Oh, did he pass recently?
July 12th.
Oh, well. You know, he was a guest once on Whose Line Is It Anyway? And so was Robin Williams. And what do we know about those two people? Yeah. So don't be a guest on Whose Line Is It Anyway? That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay. What else? I feel like there was more stuff I wanted to talk about.
You mean before we get to talk about this awesome movie that we got to watch?
Yeah, I feel like I had something I wanted to say, but oh well. Oh, was it mail related? Can't remember.
You and your mail. I had a story too, but it was paddling related, and I forgot. You know me.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's almost November. It's cold.
Yeah. It was cold getting into that water today, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So active.
Yeah.
Do you know who else is active?
Wendy?
Yeah, okay. So Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior, Disney film from 2006, starring Macaulay Culkin's wife, better known as Brenda Song, who was perhaps a bigger deal back then. I don't know. She had potential to be a breakout star, but I think exactly what happened to her.
I don't know.
She met Macaulay, and then they had a family, and then she was like, "That's it."
Yeah, she settled in. Maybe just wanted to be a mom. Who knows?
She's only 36.
Pretty young. How old is Macaulay Culkin? He's got to be in his 40s.
Oh, at least, yeah.
I guess that's
I mean, she's still acting, but not in like good movies.
Right.
She's
not
doing
like
some
this.
Voice work. Oh, she was in The Social Network, right? She was the girlfriend.
Okay. I haven't seen that movie.
You haven't seen The Social Network?
I haven't seen The Social Network, no.
It's an iconic movie. You should watch it.
I don't think I like Jesse Eisenberg very much.
He's a big part of it, for sure.
Yeah. I don't think I like him.
She was in the Leave It to Beaver movie.
Leave It to Beaver movie?
Yeah. Leave It to Beaver. There was a movie in 1997. She played Susan.
Yes. I remember that now.
Not a big part, I would assume.
Probably not.
Yeah. So, look, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, I thought it was going to be worse than it was, for sure. Certainly not good.
It was a classic Disney movie. Like one you can just see on TV.
Yeah, very Disney, definitely has some TV, like a TV show vibe.
Mm-hmm.
The type of humor. Similar to the type of humor that I would watch in shows like Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide or The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. That sort of genre of comedy, which she was in. But I don't know if you watched any of those shows. You might be a little too old for those.
I watched Ned.
Yeah. So kind of maybe a little. Yeah. It gave me like have you ever tried going back to old shows that you watched as a kid and realizing that you just must have had a broken sense of humor back then because it's really maybe not that good.
Not a broken sense of humor, but obviously you've developed.
Yeah,
you've
I guess
grown.
So. Mm-hmm.
There were a few different times, maybe 2 or 3 times where I like laughed, and I'm like, oh no, I shouldn't have laughed.
No,
Um,
there was definitely some funny, laughable moments.
yeah, this. What was interesting about this film was that it was filmed in New Zealand because a few different, um, there were a few different actors and behind the scenes people that worked on the Power Rangers series,
Mm,
and
okay.
there was like one guy in particular, like a stunt coordinator or something, that
Mm,
was on the Power Rangers, and they
hmm
really wanted him for this film, but he's like, "Well, I'm filming Power Rangers in New Zealand," so they like filmed this around him.
mm.
I mean, the stunts aren't terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like if there's one thing that was good about this movie, it was like the fight scenes.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually like quite good.
It's like half the movie.
It was, and I think that was really helping it because those are the interesting parts. Especially, I liked the scene where they were like in the house and Wendy was sleeping or whatever, and they had to like fight but kind of be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty fun.
I don't know how she didn't wake up.
Yeah, they were still like decently loud. But yeah, the stunt coordinating was excellent, and like the fight scenes looked pretty real. I mean, they're obviously not based in reality. They're jumping way higher than humans would, or
He
kicking more
jumped
than.
a pool to kick
Yeah,
the thing out of her
the
hand, and
orb
then
out of the
like,
hand. But still looked pretty badass, honestly.
yep, sure.
So it had that going for it. The writing was pretty horrible.
It was a Disney movie.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't expect it to be, anything more than what it was.
yeah. It's a movie for
Children.
preteens.
Yeah.
Yeah, teens and preteens and yeah, kids basically. And there was I can't recall really what the funny moments were, but I did laugh a few times. And they
Yeah.
were also trying like an interesting thing about like some of the characters like Chinese heritage and them like discovering that maybe previously not appreciating it sort of thing. That's
Educational.
a thing, yeah, a thing they were trying to go for, I guess.
I think I laughed most around the now ex-boyfriend. Um,
Mm,
just him and his dumb like panned humor. Like, what do
yes.
you notice about me? It's my hair. Like, well,
Austin, I think his name was.
I didn't do it justice, but yeah,
Yes, he
he
was
was
funny.
only there for, I guess, the comedy, but
Hmm
unneeded character.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Then,
Grandma. Let's talk about Grandma.
mm,
She was just always in the way. Yeah, I saw that one. The
yeah,
ending is.
she.
We'll talk about the ending, and there's some funny moments from Grandma in the ending that
Mm,
I want to talk about. But
hmm
like, come on.
Yeah. There was a lot of like you just sort of had to suspend your believability. Like people were just accepting of things happening. They're like, oh yeah, okay, that's a thing that can happen. It's like,
Yeah,
okay, sure, let's just go with it.
that's the universe that we were invited into.
Yeah,
We have to accept it,
yeah.
and we
Basically,
did.
when the Shen first showed up and he sort of meets with the grandmother, she's like, "Is my granddaughter a warrior?" He's like, "Yes." She's like, "All right." Like, okay, I guess we're just going with it. Sure.
Yeah.
So that's okay. Disney movie for kids. You have to remember that.
The security guard was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Um, his indigestion joke was nice.
Right.
Yeah, that maybe that's why you would like have noticed. Why do some of these characters have like why they speak in an accent? This is
Right.
America. Some of them were very Kiwi.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And I didn't hate the premise of the bad guy? How he
No.
could like switch bodies, and I mean, it could have been a lot stupider. That's for sure.
Could have been. The special effects weren't very good.
No, definitely not.
Not in the least.
You know what I actually really liked though was the terracotta like warriors at the end.
Hmm.
I was trying to understand how they gave them those like faces and that they were still able to see. I don't know, but I thought those were pretty well done.
They're like the blind nurses in Silent Hill.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that was a little scary when they were like breaking off, getting ready
Right.
to fight. Oh, let's
Yep.
go.
Yep.
I didn't like Jessica.
No. And it was kind of took away from the seriousness of the last battle scene when she was kind of like speaking with the deeper voice. It was just kind of stupid, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if I like the teachers. Well, I get it, but
Yeah, like the ancient Chinese masters sort of embodying modern day school teachers.
I guess that was for comedic purposes, so I respect it. But
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, 5.4 on IMDb, not terrible.
Yeah, not like a crazy amount different than what I'm going to score it.
Sure.
I mean, I'm just put it out there. I'm not going to be put that high, honestly, but I've seen worse movies, especially on this podcast. I've seen far worse.
Yeah. No, 100%. Another I think I liked was when they were like trading her, and then all the teachers one by one came out, and one was just kicking soccer balls at her.
Yeah.
Weird. Apparently, she knows martial arts. She's a black belt.
Oh.
Brenda's home.
Well, there was definitely some scenes where, clearly they were using stunt doubles, but I thought maybe she was actually doing the stunt in some of them. There was some really bad in the last fight scene when Jessica was supposed to be fighting Wendy, and they went slow motion, and the stunt double looked absolutely nothing like Jessica. It was like super egregious. I'm like, that is clearly a different person.
Like when the bigger teacher was doing the stunt on the rail, like the top of the fence, when he like did a backflip or whatever and was on his hands. When he did it, it was very clearly like a very skinny Asian man.
Yeah, that's basically what happened at the end with Jessica. It was just became a person of a completely different race and just like looked absolutely nothing like her.
Yeah.
Just put a very obvious blonde wig on, and there you go.
This was a very successful movie in like having people watching it. Like the night on its premiere, it had 5.7 million viewers on the Disney Channel.
Whoa!
People love Brenda Song.
Yeah, evidently.
She had to train 16 hours a day for 4 weeks. And then during filming breaks, she had to travel to film Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Of course. You gotta keep getting those episodes out.
Yeah.
Train 16 hours a day.
This is just IMDb trivia. 16 hours a day for 4 weeks.
That's
and sleep the other 8. It's probably unrealistic.
When do you eat? You don't eat? I feel like that may be an exaggeration, but I'm sure she trained a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting movie choice.
Thank you.
But it was good because we watched it together. It was a fun night. I watched it last night.
You and Megan watched it.
I had watched the first 39 minutes in the morning, and then I was turned it on last night to finish it, and I made her watch the last 51 minutes. So
Did she seem entertained?
she was reading a book while watching it.
Okay, well, that's fair enough, especially if you missed the first half hour. There's an important storytelling going on there that you need to be able to use to understand the rest. So,
Yeah. The last trivia I'll tell you and the audience.
mm-hmm.
The original plan was to hire the script writer of Charlie's Angels for this film. But he, they actually hired him, and then he left due to creative and economic differences.
So couldn't pay him enough.
How about Charlie's Angels? One of the best movies on the podcast.
Right.
But
I don't know. I feel like when I think of Charlie's Angels, I don't recall the writing being the major highlight of that film. So
very similar to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Entertaining enough.
There was going to be a sequel, but then they decided, no sequel.
Fair enough. Stand alone.
Are you doing anything this weekend?
Am I doing anything this weekend?
I just got a special weather statement.
Oh, we're supposed to have like a damn...
heavy rain. Prolonged heavy rain and strong winds.
Atmospheric river.
Stay inside.
I hadn't planned anything for the weekend. No.
I have to go to Michael's.
Of course, you got some crafts you need to start making. Christmas is just around the corner.
When we were in PEI, we bought we bought 3 pictures to put on our wall.
You need to get them framed.
We need to get them framed, and Michael's is having a 50% off sale. I think it ends on Sunday.
We've gotten some things framed there. They do a pretty good job.
Yeah, it is pretty expensive, so you have to kind of wait.
Yeah.
Wait for a sale, but if it's an atmospheric river, we might just have to wait even longer.
Based how close you are, it's not gonna you're not gonna get flushed off the road. Surely you can make it to Michael's.
Well, I hate getting wet.
That is a good point. I didn't consider that, the wetness of it all.
Maybe I'll have to phone them and see if... Just kidding. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about?
Not for this one. No. I think we can get right to scores.
Okay. How do you like the acting then?
The acting wasn't that good, to be honest. Very kiddish. So maybe it's catering towards a younger audience. So maybe
the Disney Channel audience, yeah.
Yeah, a bit tough maybe for me to judge based on that. But yeah, it just reminded me of watching a show when I was a kid. In the same vein. A little cringy at times. Probably, mainly going for comedic effect most of the time as well. And perhaps not always landing with it. I'm going to give acting maybe just a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, let me think about this. The acting was not good. If we put it on a scale of how we've been, the rest of the films, the 105 films we've done, it would probably be, pretty, maybe in the middle low? Yeah, I'll give it a 4.5. 4.5 out of 10. I mean, Shen, he was a martial artist. I don't know if he was necessarily an actor.
Mm-hmm.
He was just there. But yeah, Brenda was fine. Kind of annoying. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a 30-year-old man and not. But Um, 4.5 out of 10. The ending. Let me get you started on the ending.
Okay, let me hear it.
So, I did like the ending. Thought it was. I thought it was fine. Perhaps the strongest section of the film.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as somebody who doesn't, we don't have Homecoming, right? This whole movie, Wendy Wu, Homecoming Queen or
Yeah,
Warrior, Homecoming Warrior. She wanted to be
that's the one.
Homecoming Queen so much. I can't relate to that. We don't have Homecoming. Like graduation for us. If I had to miss graduation to save the world, that's fine. That's fine. Thanks, Captain Birdseye 4, for whatever that was. Um,
Kind of rude.
but she was like the whole premise of the film is that she's popular
Right.
and she doesn't want that to interfere with her warriorness. Because they got in the whole fight where it's like, you didn't tell me it was going to be during homecoming that I had to save the world. But grandma, right? Going back to grandma, she appears out of nowhere in this warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she's like in the way. People are like getting hit into boxes and through walls, and she's just standing there. And then
Mm-hmm.
she has this like minute conversation with her as they're fighting, as like Jessica and the teachers, everybody's fighting each other. They're having this conversation. I don't even remember what it's about, but it's like in your heart. Remember what's in your heart. And then
Yeah.
there's a costume change because she's holding a new costume for her that she
Yes.
brought. Um, then and then another part where like the bad guy Yan Lo, the warrior, is holding Shen like you're killing him, and then she looks to Grandma like, "What do I do?" It's like a pause, and Grandma's like, "Do what you normally would do," or something like that.
Yeah.
Do what you've been training for, and she's like, "Oh yeah." And then there's a whole like Drake. Well, this is before, but there's a whole like Dragon Ball Z situation too,
Right.
which
Mm-hmm.
was interesting. And then Wendy and Shen end up like they're dating now, even though they told each other they were cousins.
Yeah.
A lot going on. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
A 6 out of 10.
It was good. I mean, the fighting was good, but
The
there's just some stuff
fighting
that
was
bothered
excellent.
me.
Yeah, there was some weirdness going on. The Dragon Ball Z thing came out of nowhere. It's like, okay, I guess we're just like literally shooting energy beam like Goku would. So that was odd. And I think I did. We were saying it was a little odd, like the four masters or whatever, like embodying the teachers, and then they were fighting. It was weird, but also was like funny in a way. I did kind of like that, I guess. And the Terracotta Warriors were cool. There was a lot going on in the end there. And I didn't like totally hate it. I was pretty engaged with it. So maybe I'd give it the ending, I give it like also a 5.
I give it a 6. I'll be give it a 5. Okay. Another part about the ending though, um, is that I liked how the bad guy wasn't defeated very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like they went through, so they kind of defeated Jessica, and then the guy came out, right?
Yeah.
And then it took both of them together. Like it wasn't just Wendy herself. Like it took both of them together to kill it, to end him,
Yeah.
which exploded him to bits, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
That was a plus. Out of 10, what will be your score for the movie?
I thought pretty long and hard about this one. I wanted to be fair, but I didn't want to give it too high of a score because truly it's not that good of a movie. But I think for the type of movie that it is pretty good. And I have to give it pretty big props for the fight scenes. because those were legitimately good. So I think I would have to give it a 4.5 out of 10. Not quite a 5.
2 weeks ago, we watched Hardcore Henry, and you gave it a 5.5.
Yeah, Hardcore Henry is definitely a better movie than this, but not like a ton better.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, that's a good score. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the middle. I was pleasantly surprised. My expectation score would have been through the roof for this one, which is it's always nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Now, you're the one on the right, but clearly you have you're farther back, so your head is smaller.
Yeah, I think if you go on like Twitch and you look, you are on the right.
So I have a big head.
That's what they were. I think that's what they were saying.
You don't know who this person is. This isn't like an inside.
I don't know who Captain Birdseye is. 4.
I do have a big head, yeah. Big forehead. There's no denying that.
All I know is that they like Scooby-Doo based off me looking at their channel. And they have 4 followers. So maybe just a random person who stopped in and felt like making a hateful comment. And, I just wish for them just better days ahead,
I don't think it's a bad comment.
You don't think so?
I mean, it's just obviously like I'm closer to the camera, so I look bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about proportions.
And he did say that you're really smart.
Exactly.
You must be really smart with a head like that. I mean...
Yeah. No hate. All love.
Oh, yeah. You're right. I think that was a loving comment.
It is a big forehead. I'm not going to deny that. But what can you do? Grow bangs, I guess.
I got some forehead going on.
Big Head Podcast.
Yeah, we should just start doing the podcast like this.
Yeah, well, I kind of do that already, but...
Yeah, you are often closer than me, for sure. I'll make our heads the same size, like that.
It's because you're holding your microphone. I can't really hold my microphone.
Yeah. But the thing is, I can't really put it down. I guess I could, but it would just be on top of my laptop. It would just start pushing buttons. Also, I'm not sure how good the sound quality is. Can you hear me like perfectly fine like this?
Yep.
Okay. So maybe I should start just putting it down.
Whatever you want.
Okay, I like that. Is that a 10 tree hoodie?
Yep.
Got the squatch on it.
Yeah, turns out I wore this last podcast, but I had my hood up, so it's different.
For about 100 episodes of this podcast, I would do it naked, and there would just be. And now I'm forced to clothe when we record because we like to put the video up now, so which is fine.
We don't have to do this anymore.
No,
It'll be fine.
That's just as good. It's just as easy. I don't see why not.
Okay. Captain Birdseye. Well, I shouldn't be. Whatever. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
You have a big head.
What you think? Yeah. There you go. Got him. Tell me, Josh. Okay. What are we doing for next week?
So next week, depending on how you feel, we could set this up to have a double Halloween podcast episode. So like I do one the 23rd, you do one.
Yeah, my next movie is going to be a horror movie.
Okay, so then I'll start it off with a horror movie. We're doing Ghost Ship.
All right,
talking about Ghost Ship. So we've done vampires. We've done other stuff too. I can't remember. We haven't done ghosts. So, Ghost Ship has a pretty stacked cast for the year 2022, and by jacked cast, I mean Juliana Margulies is in it.
Juliana Margulies. This is from 2002, is it?
Also Isaiah Washington. Yeah, 2002.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. Carl Urban's in it. That's like
Yeah.
the main famous person I know.
Yeah, Carl Urban's also in it. Plays Munder.
Right.
So this film I would have watched when I was probably 10 years old. Maybe 11. Maybe 12. There's one scene I remember. No spoilers. But I don't remember any of the film whatsoever. And I look forward to watching this terrible movie. But it's scary.
It's not supposed to be good. That's from what I can see, but you never know. It could be a whole Wendy Wu situation where it's a lot better than you think it's going to be.
Yeah, nice 91 minutes.
Hey, I like that too. How long is my movie going to be? An hour and 29 minutes.
Wow.
So a little over 2 hours, but I think it's going to be worth it.
129 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. Like if we're doing a few of these 90-minute movies, and then if we do a 2-hour, 2:15, whatever,
Yeah. Probably stay away from the 3-hour plus movies if we can.
Yeah,
we've done
adults,
it before, but
we have lives. Like Batman. What other movie was long?
The Postman was pretty long, wasn't it?
That's true. The Postman was pretty long, but it was iconic because, 99.
It's like Land, Water, World.
Yeah.
Kevin Costner played the same dude.
Now, there is a 27-minute video on YouTube that says Ghost Ship Ending Explained. So that makes me excited.
Oh, I do like a movie where the ending needs to be explained, and it takes 29 minutes to do so. That's a good sign.
Very primer.
Although I feel like I've seen, like, George of the Jungle explained. Ending explained, so it's a movie that really doesn't need an explanation, but people just do it anyway, so we'll see if it's a truly needed ending explanation.
Have you seen any movies in the last 2 weeks?
I don't think so. Just this one. Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to see the second Joker movie, but apparently it sucks ass.
Yeah, don't do it. I can tell you how it ends. I looked it up.
I don't want to know how it ends. I'm sure I'll wait till it's on some sort of streaming service that hopefully I have. And then I'll probably watch it, but I'm not going to go out and use my scene points for that thing.
I wonder if it'd be like Prime. No, I think Joker itself was on Crave, maybe. Like DC and HBO seem to do a thing together because of the Penguin.
Yeah. So it'll probably be on that, which I don't have, but I've been meaning to. I want to watch the Penguin, so. But I don't watch TV either, so who knows when that'll happen.
I watched a movie called Cuddo Lake.
Cuddo Lake?
Was it Cuddo?
You just
Caddo
Lake. You find the most decroded films that no one's heard of to watch sometimes.
Well, it's an M. Night Shyamalan produced film.
Okay.
And it deals with time jumping.
Okay.
You need to watch the thing ending explained on that one.
Oh, M. Night, he's a complicated guy.
He didn't write it or anything. He's not in it, but he had something to do with it. And yeah, it was good. I give it a 7.5.
Okay. So better than Wendy Wu and better than Hardcore Henry. I assume. I don't remember what your score was, but I think maybe we gave it the same score.
We gave the same, 5.5. And then the second movie we watched on the weekend with her dad was Knox Goes Away. Knox Goes Away.
What the hell is that?
It's a Michael Keaton film. He directed it. He has dementia. Michael Keaton's a killer. He has dementia. He has to go on one more job to save the most important person in his life, his son. It was good.
Okay.
Heart-wrenching at the end.
Oh.
I'm going to take a picture of this comment and send it to people I love.
Okay. I heard that movie, The Substance, that just came out, so it's pretty good.
Yes. We are waiting to watch that film, The Substance, with Dennis Quaid. And
Demi Moore.
Yeah.
And Margaret Qualley, or whatever her name is.
Yes, I should actually see that.
That seems like a movie that you and Megan would like. Based off the movies I hear you guys watch together.
She keeps sending me stuff about the film.
Yeah, there you go. Date night opportunity right there. Just don't go on the weekend. You'll get flushed away.
Yeah, well, we probably just watch it from home. Watch it from home because we have we'll just call up I know Margaret. She's Canadian. She'll just give us a streaming pass. Joker is available to watch. Do I watch the second Joker? Just kidding. I know how it ends. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
Any Halloween plans?
No. No. The night before Halloween, I'll be on
Tuesday.
the podcast.
It's Wednesday? What is Halloween?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You're right. It is a Thursday. Just doing the math.
Yeah, 14 days from now should be the 30th, right?
Yes. I should. Yeah, I shouldn't have any change to my schedule. Should be good to go,
Okay.
Great. Well, on that note,
yes,
another excellent podcast, episode 106, Your Mother Ate My Dog, the podcast, on Spotify, on Apple Music.
He's Josh. I'm Jesse.
I'm Big Head Josh. He's
Four-eyed
Jesse.
Okay. Smaller head Jesse. And Wendy Wu, check it out. You might be surprised if you like action, like some martial arts action, and also like you watched Ned's Declassified when you were a kid. This one might be for you. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Surprisingly good. Surprisingly okay movie. Yeah. Didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Next week, almost guaranteed smaller score, lesser of a score than this movie. Unless something crazy happens.
You never know. The critics might be wrong.
Go shit. Well, you're yawning, so we're just gonna end it right now.
Okay. Good night, everyone.
Bye.